Today I will be painting my own sign for my art gallery. Actually, I'm gonna get started because it's gonna be this entire week. If you don't know me, I'm Chantal, and at the beginning of this year I decided to open my own art gallery, and for the past few months I have not had a sign besides from the little one you see me put out in front of my shop. So this week's mission is to paint a massive sign to attract people's attention so that everybody comes in here. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome to my bathroom, aka my storage room and where I store all my shit. The problem is, we got it in here with 3 people and there's only one of me. So I somehow am going to have to get it out and place nicely on the ground by myself. And you guys are gonna watch me struggle to do that. So let's do it. Link?
Yeah, hello Chantal.
It's not gonna matter what side I paint on, is it?
I wouldn't think so, as long as you prepare it right.
Yeah.
Do the sides look different?
Not really?
No, I think it's been the same finish both sides. I think you just got to clean. First you got to get the oil off the shirt.
Yeah. I've got all the supplies, so.
Yeah, alright. Yeah. No, I shouldn't think so, unless one side's scratched or anything like that you don't like the look of, but that's all.
Nah, they're pretty much the same.
Alright. Yeah.
No worries, thank you.
See ya.
Bye. And so we began the very meticulous task of preparing my aluminium sheet, which is 1.2 times 2.4 meters, so it's actually quite large. And oh boy, did I underestimate the time and effort I needed to prepare this sign. The first layer, which you see me putting on now, is called a etch primer, and its purpose is to stop rust from corroding my sign, because when I put it out in the weather, the wind, the rain, the torrential storms of the island, that's a joke, could potentially ruin the sign if I didn't prepare it properly. And I would like my sign to last a long time. I want its beauty to be appreciated in years to come. So I didn't film it, but I actually ended up doing about 2 to 3 coats of this etch primer just to ensure that the rust wasn't gonna sneak along and ruin it next year. And then I moved on to the second layer, which is called a gloss enamel, and this is so I could paint oil paint on the surface without it peeling away, because that would be very bad. All my work and effort would just start peeling away and wash away in the weather, and that is not something I wanted to do. So I took extra care in preparing my sign properly. It is so important to plan and visualize your art pieces before you create them, in order to understand what colors to use, light, harmony, and where you want things to be placed. I decided to digitally play around with a few of my artworks to see what I wanted to paint on my sign and what would match the lettering and branding of my gallery, and most importantly, catch people's attention. I also decided to do a little watercolour mock-up in order to artistically visualise what I wanted to paint and where exactly I wanted to put the landmarks, the waves and the sunset. And as the sun set today, I decided to bring in my big aluminium sheet which had been drying in my bathhouse, because tomorrow I would be starting, finally, the painting. A lot of people ask me how I find motivation and how I stay motivated as an aspiring independent artist in quite an isolated setting, physically away from other art communities and university, and also without having a stable career. Well, let me tell you right now, the most important thing is to be self-motivated. You cannot rely on external factors to give you motivation. Sure, you can use them as a springboard or a catalyst for your own inspiration, but you do not want to solely rely on them. Even if you are the most unreliable person in your life, you are the only one you can rely on, day in, day out. External factors such as money, fame, people, friends, influences, social media attention is there one day, gone the next. And if you base your motivation on these unreliable factors, then you're not going to be able to push through times when you doubt yourself or you feel unworthy of your life choices. You have to find it within yourself, your why, as they say, and what you want to achieve. So I have just finished painting the entire sky of my sign. I'm going to take a quick lunch break and then we're going to get straight back into it and paint the ocean. I think you also owe it to your younger self, the one who has worked their ass off to get to where you are today. What, you're going to give up on them and all your hard work that has got you to this stage? I think you owe it to them to keep going. So stay motivated, self-motivated by your younger self and the actions and choices they made to get where you are today. You have to keep going and stay motivated for them. So I've just finished painting the upper half of my sign and I'm ready to fall asleep, take a nap, go to bed. I'm exhausted. I think I've been painting for 5 hours maybe, and here it is. So there are many ways I could have wrote my lettering on the sign. However, I realised that this was probably going to be the most efficient and easiest way. So I vertically stood my sign against the window and I got out my trusty old projector and I traced the lettering straight onto my sign. To be self-motivated is to have clarity in your long-term goals and how you're going to achieve them in realistic steps. Formulate a plan that will inspire you and self-motivate you every day throughout times where you will feel unvalued or uninspired or worthless or unheard. Remember and remind yourself that your voice is the only one that matters when defining your goals. And every time you achieve them, even though it may not feel like it, you are absolutely a hell of a lot closer to where you need to be. I finished. I've done. I've completed the mission, guys. I look like a mess. Anyway, I will show you the sign right now, but I will show you tomorrow again in better lighting. But this is it right now.
No, it's just belly.
I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to like, subscribe, leave a comment, that would help the algorithm so much and keep me motivated to keep producing videos. Also, if you would like to follow me in real time and see all my art, I have an Instagram and a TikTok, and if you want to support me financially, I also have an art shop. But yeah, that is all. Until next time, love you, bye!